Good afternoon, YouTube. It is I, the new me, in 2010, coming back at you with a car vlog. It is Friday, November the 15th, and I am getting ready to head out and go return a couple of items. So, yeah, it's taking me forever to get out the house, child, these days, honey. Ugh. That's if I turned the car on, wouldn't it? Because I started the remote start to kind of warm it up. It is a nice sunny afternoon. The snow is melting off the houses. Well, yesterday was an eventful day for moi. I had a doctor's appointment yesterday, and not too happy about. It wasn't I can't really say that it was I got bad news or anything like that. It's just that ass news I didn't want to hear. But it is what it is. And, you know, it's just a point of reevaluating and being on point from here on out, you know. That's the whole reason why I started doing keto and trying to do a lifestyle change in the first place. You know. So, I may have mentioned in a video before that diabetes runs in my family. And I always get my A1C checked at least every 6 to every 3 months. I always get it checked. And my A1C has been normal. But when they do my fasting glucose, it has been high. So since July, I've been monitoring my blood sugars. You know, I have a glucose meter at home, and I check it periodically between fasting and like 2 hours after I eat, just to see what those levels are. And so, you know, I took that information with me when I went to the doctor's office so we could have a discussion about it. And her thing is that she doesn't trust my A1C level because my blood sugar numbers are that of somebody that's diabetic. So that kind of shocked the living daylights out of me, because I've always thought that you go by your A1C determines whether you're diabetic or not. And my A1C is normal. So, of course, I had a minor meltdown in the office. Just busted out. It was tears just started rolling down my face. And this is just an honest moment. It's just a wake-up call, because that's something I've worked hard. I've monitored my blood sugar the majority of my life, because both my parents were diabetics. My grandmother was a diabetic. My uncle was a diabetic. I have a slew of cousins that are diabetics. And, you know, people say that, you know, if it's a history in your family, then you're most likely to become diabetic or whatever, you know, disease or something that you have that runs through your bloodline. And one thing I do know is that diabetes is a lifestyle disease. And like I say, I've been to diabetes prevention classes. I did all that on my own. My doctors didn't never sent me to it. But because I know the history of my family, I've always been proactive in that area. But the one thing that I have not been consistent in is my exercise, which will greatly help with that, because it'll help me with losing weight. So I've already, like I told my physician yesterday, I've cut my carbs. I don't eat a lot of sweets. You know, I've changed, and I've never, I can't say never, I rarely ever used real sugar anyway, unless I was baking. That's the reason why I buy sugar in my house, is to bake with. And even now, when I'm doing something for myself, I don't even use regular sugar. But when I'm doing baking for friends or something like that, I will use regular sugar. I don't add sugar to my coffee, you know. But then I have to go back and look at the sugar-free coffee serves that I use. They say no added sugar in it, but I need to start reading the labels even more closely. I can drink my tea without sugar, but even when I do sweeten my sugar, it is with an alternative sugar source, monk fruit or stevia. I don't eat potatoes, rice, pasta, breads. So the majority of my carbs will come from either fruit or vegetables these days. So, needless to say, she could put me on metformin. So today starts that whole journey of figuring this mess out. I still am going to do keto, because keto is supposed to help with those issues. So I'm still baffled about that, you know, if my A1C is low and my glucose levels are high. I'm still baffled by that. But I'm going to go ahead, take the medicine I go back to the doctor in 2 months, and we'll see from there. She did give me a referral to see a nutritionist, but my nutritionist appointment is not until February 25th, because they're just that booked. So I'm going to take the information that I know. I'm just going to still do the keto thing, and I'm just going to be even more strict on myself. And then my other issue I have is I snack. I'm a snacky person. I'm going to have to just really cut that out. And she wants me eating 3 meals a day. Now, just because it's 3 meals a day, it doesn't have to be a huge meal, but I know that helps level out your blood sugar, so that your blood sugar doesn't do that spiking up and down. So this morning I fixed, did I pass where I was going? Jesus, I sure did. I'll just come back and do that on the way back. I really just did. I fixed me 2 slices of bacon. I scrambled 2 eggs with a little spinach and a little cheddar cheese, and a spoonful of avocado mash with a cup of coffee. That was my breakfast. And then I did 30. My doctor wants me to do workout 3 times a week at 30 minutes 3 times a week. That's all she's requiring. I'm telling her, okay, her question was to me, can you do that? I'm like, yeah, I can do that. I've done it. I've done 5 days a week. I can do that. I just have to make my mind up to do that. So that was one of the things before I left the house today. I had to make sure I got my 30 minutes of cardio in before I could leave the house. So, needless to say, this is an addition to my journey. My journey never ends, but this is another reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. And I need to post more often to help me be accountable. And so maybe my journey will help somebody else. But I'm a firm believer that you can reverse that type 2 diabetes diagnosis. I don't care what nobody tell you. Change your lifestyle and change your habits. A habit I definitely have to pick up is movement, activity. That's a habit I have to start. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. I can't play with this anymore. I told her 2019 has brought a few blows to my life, and it's time to get a grip. It's time to get a grip. And so I'm just gonna have you all can join me on this journey. I ain't gonna say wish me luck, because I'm going to keep pressing forward and pressing the reset button when I have to. And it's funny how when you get news that you didn't want to hear, you go back to your old habits. And because I know that I am an emotional eater, those old habits creep back up. And you have to fight those off. So it's not I just have to deal. This is just something else I have to deal with and conquer. So that is my little spiel and update for today. I hope you all have a great Friday, a great weekend, or great day whenever you watch this video. Be my cheerleading squad. And like I told text my friend today, let's get this done. So that's my motto. Let's get this done. So that's my new mantra. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. I don't want anything else to come up or any other kind of news to come up before I get her done. So that's my focus. I have several different things that I'm focusing on, but that's another focus. So till I make another video, hopefully I'll cook for you all this weekend and post that video. But until then, see ya.